Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Wednesday night to you. Hope everybody's doing well. I am just getting ready, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys tonight. So thanks for being here. All right, you guys. Well, I hope to have fun with you tonight. I got a little variety. I got some stuff going on here, and here, and we'll talk about all of them, all right? Let me get my light right so you can see what's going on. And hey, thanks to you guys for being here tonight. It's excellent to be live with you guys tonight, and I hope your summer's off to a good start too. It's super hot here in Michigan, man. Where are you guys at tonight? I'm looking at my cards here, guys. I'm getting a game plan. I looked down and I was like, oh man, it is like 10 o'clock already. So like I said, I hope your summer's going well. I hope it's off to a good start. And so let me get my mind right here, guys. So first tonight, here's what we're going to do. All right, so now all my stuff's working. I was looking for everything. Nashville, what's going on? Midland, Michigan in the house, not too far from me. Texas, man. You guys see that, tonight, guys, I see that there's a lot of storms going on across the country. And what's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday night to you. So, yeah, there was a lot of storms going on, and I just checked my forecast, and it was like, shows a big red glob coming over me. I'm like, oh man, I hope my Wednesday Night Live goes off. So we're going to get through it. All right. So tonight you guys we'll do kind of like a little bit of the most common questions I get. We'll get a Pokemon card done. We'll do a vintage baseball of the late great Willie Mays, the GOAT. And I want to bring you guys in on a project that I'm like in the middle of working on. All right. So like I was trying to think outside the box. Sometimes I'll start a project on Wednesday Night Live and then I'll show you guys like what it looks like a couple days later. But like, I've been working on a card since, let's say, Wednesday. I've been working on this card that I'm going to show you guys since Saturday. I probably put way too many hours into it, but it's just one of those ones that's driving me crazy. So I'm going to show you where we're at, all right? So let me do this. I am going to, pardon me one second, you guys, and cheers. I'm thirsty. Cheers to you guys. So got the cheers to the zero sugar Pepsi tonight. And I'm going to look up at my screen here just for a second, you guys. And I see a couple questions. Yes, I'm going to come to the National this year. I don't come as a vendor. I feel like I'm at a card show all day, every day, which is great. It's the greatest job in the world, and I thank you guys for that. But when I'm coming to the National, I'm going to come hang out. So I'm just going to come have fun. Hey, Aiden. Hey, Jason. Good to see you guys. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Jason. What's up, man? Yeah, dude, I see my buddies from Ohio checking in. Ohio's got to be smoking hot right now, too. My husky dog doesn't like the heat. He wants to go outside and hang out in the yard, man. He goes out there and he can't make it. My monsters were gone tonight. I just went and looked for a monster, so I got to switch over to Pepsi. I'll give you a taste test. It's not bad if you ever had zero sugar Pepsi, all right? So that's it. So what I want to show you guys something. So let me turn around my screen. And I'm getting something ready. I'm going to bring you in on a Dennis Rodman card that I'm working on. And I'm going to show you where I'm at with the Dennis Rodman card. I'm just getting my presentation lined up here. So check this out. And you guys, I'm gonna answer all the questions I can, I promise. I see Dave asked me if I ever worked on a comic book. No, I don't know anything about comic books. I know guys that know how to do it, but I kind of get the gist of it, but I wouldn't be like any good at it. But card stuff I like, so let me show you this. So this is a project that I'm working on, you guys. You see the weird circle? So that's one corner, the bottom left, bottom right. So I'm going to bring you in. This is the card that I'm kind of like in the middle with. Let's see. And then it has, I bought this on eBay because it's one of those, I'll just get to the real card. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm dealing with. And if you guys ever work on a card that is taking a long time and making you mental, it's just part of the deal. You know what I mean? So what I want to show you guys is where I'm at with it right now. So we'll keep track. I started this on, when was it? Monday? I started this past weekend. So I started this on Saturday, and I want to show you guys where we're at. Sorry, just getting my... Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking the time. I know there's a lot of cool stuff to do in the summer. Hey, do you guys see my Father's Day card? Check this out. Legendary. 1 of 1. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, too. So those are from my kids. I got 3 kids. I got my twin boys and my daughter. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And also a big shout out to all the guys out there, even if you're not a father, man. Looking out for the little guys and girls in your life, man. Make a dent where you're sent. You never know, how you look through other people's eyes. So always take care of those young people in your life. But let me show you this. This is where I'm at. So you guys got to see where it was. This Dennis Rodman card had all those circle marks in it, right? So check this out. There's the card. It's the prototype version where it's the worm. That's Dennis Rodman's nickname, guys, if you don't know. And I love the Detroit Pistons. Not so much right now, but I love them. The worm was awesome. So great pose, great card. But look at, I can't get this dang thing all the way to go. Well, it's getting better. Hold on, maybe it's more over here. All right, see that damn line through the Detroit Pistons right there? Or like right there. You guys can see it, right? 4 days I've been going at this card that's probably worth about $10. But can you see it still? That's what I'm trying to show you. I know you're like probably thinking to me, like, dude, you're being so like crazy. But like, can you see it still? It's just in there a little bit. Now I want to show you the back. I had the same things on the back. I'm going to show you guys a whole video of this when I get it all put together, but look at this. This is making me crazy. It's getting better, but it's still in there a bit. But the good news is I want to share with you guys that 1990 Skybox, I know they're not the most like probably collectible cards or series, but if you use a little bit of moisture with these, it goes a long way. All right. Yeah, I don't got my gloves on tonight. I'm busted. But this is just all my stuff, and I'm not going to like send it in to get graded or anything like that. So yes, if you guys want to wear gloves, go ahead and do it. I know. But see, the thing is, I was trying to get these out. So I want to show you guys what we're going to do tonight. I'm just going to do one more application because you know how I'll tell you that here's why I'm still working on it, because it's come a long way. Like, see, like look at it from afar. You can now that one you can see. These things were super evident, you guys. They were huge. But I'm just crazy and I can't stop, all right? So like I like throw it away and buy another one. No, I'm past that point. Like this damn thing's going to come out, you know what I mean? So here's what we're going to do. I don't know what the circles were from. I bought this on eBay a couple weeks ago from a friendly seller in Canada who promptly shipped it to me, and I bought it because I liked the indents on it, and I thought I'd be slick and make a quick video and show you guys like, oh, look at this, simple. But this damn thing has taken me like 4 or 5 days. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not giving up yet, but I'm gonna show you guys what I was doing, because maybe these ones were just maybe they were just too much. Okay, and it's gonna get better. I'm not quitting because I'm getting it a little bit better every day. But if you guys have heard me say, right, like sometimes this crap takes a long time and sometimes it takes like 2 minutes. This is not one of the 2-minute ones. But let me show you what I'm doing. I'm just getting card spray on one of my detail swabs. And this is how I did it the whole time. So what I started off by doing, you guys, was just little light sprays of card spray on here. I was doing it like I do the Pokemon cards because this card, I think if I got it real wet, it would screw it up. So I've just been, see what I'm doing right there? I'm doing that. And if you guys ever leave messages with me and I give you messages, because I get shown stuff like this a lot. I get messages every day saying, hey, Kurt, how do I get an in and out? And here's something I'll tell you guys. Remember when I'll say, hey, get enough spray on your Q-tip. And not where it's dripping, but where, pretend you're watching a cartoon and a snail goes by and a snail leaves a snail streak behind you. That's how I've been doing it like this, all right? So when you're working on stubborn little things like that, my dog's back here barking and going crazy on a toy. So it's not me growling, I promise. But if you run into these things like this, I'll do that little snail trail, and then I'll just kind of tap it up a little bit, and you're going to see what I'm going to get here. It just kind of puffs up a little bit on me. I've been doing that. Hold on, there is another step, and I need to grab a penny sleeve. So I'm doing this, putting the moisture in there. And then what I'll do is put a sleeve over it. And I've just been doing this. Let me get you guys some good light. This little bit of pressure. Not a lot. Like I'm pushing this hard. So like I'm not pushing like that. Let me see it better. Just barely touching it, all right? Because I don't want to create a valley in here. I just want to try to massage this thing out. And it's made a lot of progress, but I tell you guys, like, not everything that, sometimes I'll show you my demos and work, and it's like in a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video, and you might be like, man, this guy always gets it. Well, I do practice a lot and try a lot, but I'll tell you what, this is real common too. There'll be times where I work on a card. I had somebody ask me on the message, what's the longest you work on a card? I had cards where I would put them in humidity every little bit day or a little bit of moisture like this for several weeks. And then when it just kind of hits a wall, it will either get better or it'll just kind of stay the same. After it stays the same for a few days, my attention span is too short. I'll bail. But if you keep seeing progress, you guys keep going, And it's not like I'm spending all day pining over this stuff, but I just keep it on my desk and come down and keep checking it out. All right, so that's the process that I've been doing to get these indents out. So right now they're more obvious because we put moisture in them. But I'm just hoping that's enough to lift them up and get them the heck out of there forever. But it's been a process. Let me just do a little bit more here on the back, you guys. And coming up tonight, we got a Charizard. So we got Pokemon. I've had several questions about reverse holographics. Like, can we work on that? And then I always get asked about like edges and stuff. I got this card. I know it's not a big banger, but I got it for $1 out of the dollar bin. And it's got like kind of a messy surface and stuff. Just stuff that would make a good demo. So stay tuned. All right. And then what I want to show you here is just the back came out really well. This one's really annoying. Look at that. This damn thing. And you know what, you guys, it just might beat me. It just, like I said, I started this Saturday morning, and I've been doing this for several sessions like this a day ever since, because I just, the competitive side in me wants to get it done. And I made a lot of progress, but it ain't going to be that great of a turnaround if these lines are still there. Like, you can say, oh, it's not as bad, but hey, if these don't go away, it's still a pretty noticeable area. So let me stick on this one for just 2 more seconds, guys. I'm just going to leave a little bit of moisture. So when you run into something like that, see how I'm leaving a little bit of moisture on there? I'm going to put that on it. Let's flip this over one time real quick. And thank you guys for joining tonight. I appreciate you being here. And if you guys have never checked out a show like this before, my name is Kurt. My company is called Kurt's Card Care. I love a variety of cool cards from like all the genres, all the generations. And I like to get ones that are a little bit beat up or need a little TLC, and I treat them like little puzzles and do my best to make them look like brand new again, So if you like that type of stuff, you're in the right place. Let me tap these guys just a little bit. They were a little bit, I want to leave a little bit of moisture on there, but not as much as I had. And I'm going to read your questions in a sec. So can you guys see the moisture droplets? Just a little bit, right? Back to there. So I'll show you here in a second. If you guys are just joining and you're wondering what are we getting into, I'll show you in a second. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thanks, Tony, for letting me know that you appreciate me answering your questions. I'm always happy to talk about cards and collections and stuff, man. This is like treasure for me. I love this stuff. I want to show you a card tonight that I found. I found some vintage stuff from some sellers that are close by, and that's always fun when you can make new friends that have cool cards for sale. So we'll work on one of those tonight. let me, 1 second, guys. I'm just going to look at my question board real quick. Yeah, Grizz Cards asked, if I soak a card, do I use my card spray? Yes. That's what I use. If you guys see me, anytime I'm using liquid, I'm using my card spray. So that's a good question. I appreciate you asking that. And let me, if you guys don't mind, can I tell you something? I want to share something with you. And instead of just having you guys stare at that, I'm going to have you look at me for a second. All right. So here's what I want to say. I even wrote it down. A frequently asked question is what I'm trying to say that I get is, hey, Kurt, should I soak this card? I get that a lot, and that's cool because when it comes to cards that could be super filthy or super dirty, I think that's a legit option. But don't forget, you guys, like a lot of the time, I'm reaching for something here. A lot of times when you see me doing the type of work where we're getting the wrinkles out of cards or cleaning them up or getting the, just stuff like that, I do this a lot. Soak your card only if it is like super filthy and it got a lot of wrinkles in it. Anything like not as severe as that, seriously, just using this, like the 1 ounce card spray, hitting it like 2-3 times, front and back of these and holding like a paper card between it. And then like in an hour from now, open it up and then remove some of that and then hit it a couple more times and then lock it back up. It kicks ass, you guys. It's a great, great way. And you could do a bunch of cards with just a 1 ounce. So I know it's like, I might be like, if it was like, yeah, keep on buying this stuff. I'll make bigger bottles and bigger bottles. I respect you guys. I want you to be able to like work on your stuff, but I don't want you to have to think you have to use an ounce of this stuff at a time. Sometimes you do if your cards are trashed. But in the meantime, trust me, try doing that on the pads, because being able to hold the card spray on a card and retain the card flat and doing that for as long as you need to do it to like remove stains and stuff, it's real intentional. And it's a real good way to get a card, nice and clean and flat. All right. So that's mainly Grizz. You just jumped in and asked me. That's mainly going to be for like paper era cards, soaking a card like that. If I have soaked modern era cards, optic cards, prism cards, but it's not something I do all the time or very often. I've done it less than 20 times, and it worked pretty darn well for the ones I've had. But like anytime, like I've had one of my friends, and if Dean, you're on here watching, he was showing me some pictures, and he was showing me the what card was it? It was a select. It was a select. It was like a newer select. And he tried soaking it, and the card spray wouldn't penetrate it, so he couldn't get it in. So like my point is, always get a base card. So if you're gonna work on something good from this year's Prism, just grab any of the Prisms and try it like that first. So that's how I kind of figured out a lot of the stuff that I show you guys is just working on cheap stuff over and over and over. What's up, you guys? Thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate it, and I hope everybody's summer is off to a great start. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading my questions over here. I try to read them on the phone, but sometimes they just come up real quick. But, yeah, let me ask you this, and hey, I just had a question for Kurt. Can you make a bigger can of polish? Let me ask you guys, because I work for you guys. So, like, thank you for being, like, the best people to communicate with. So, can of card polish, right? You can do, like, probably 250 cards out of here. Do you guys think that you would want... See, my concern is if I made one bigger, it would cost more, and then if you didn't use it as fast, say you just didn't use it as much and it got like dry as the years went by, because like if you don't use your card spray, it's gonna last you a while. But like to say if you had a bigger one, my concern would be if you don't use it all right away, what if it just got dry as time went by? Would you rather have a like a combo? Would you like 2 of these? Because you can do a lot of cards with them, right? So I was just wondering, would you guys rather have a bigger one of these or have like, I could do a 2-10 combo. So like you could always keep one nice and tight and fresh for a long time. Does that make sense? Cause I want to do what you guys want, So, Dan, yeah, look at man, Dan, Dan said I used my card polish for hair care. Look, I got my hair cut last week. Yes, I did. I'm tired of I got a lot of silver growing in the hair that was once black, but whatever, you know what I mean? So Let me show you what we're going to do next, all right? So keep the same size. I like these, right? So, but you guys forgot, but I know I have some customers that do like clean a ton of cards, prep a ton of cards, and send them a bunch of cards. So like maybe just doing a combo on this would be a good idea. And I'm happy to do that. So I could do that, you guys. So thank you for that. I had a question that says, has PSA, where did that go? Has PSA been rejecting any cards since they've changed? I don't know what their change in policy is. PSA's always said that they don't want anybody to touch a card or prep a card or clean a card. I just, they don't own my cards, so I'll do whatever I want to them. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but I don't know. Grading a card has never been a problem. And just so you guys know, if you've never seen my stuff before, like tonight, like when we get to this card, let's do this one next. There's nothing, and I'm not, my polish and spray and everything, what I'm trying to say is clean all the crap off the card, get it back to its like original surface and condition. I hate to let you guys down, but the card polish like will not fill in like a scratch or like hide anything or cover stuff up. It doesn't work that way. This stuff and this stuff is real good at cleaning surfaces, but then this stuff is real good at getting like, stuff back in shape if you need to get it back in shape. So I've never had a problem with that type of stuff with any of the grading companies, PSA, SGC. I used to use Beckett a lot, but that's a good question. So let's get back to card stuff and let's do Charizard next. Is that cool? But thank you for the questions, man. I appreciate it. That's why I come on here. I never know what's on everybody's mind. And I don't really follow a whole lot of card-related stuff or a lot of hobby-related stuff. I'm usually busy kind of working on this type of stuff. And then you guys kind of keep me in the loop on all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, and for that, I thank you. So we'll go back. Let's do this. A reverse holographic card. And my son got this. We went to the Detroit, I think it's called the Detroit Card Spectacular. Whatever. It was great. So if anybody from that show was watching this, you guys put on a great show and it was really cool. We had vendors from all over the country there, such a good mix, and it was great. So we got this out of the dollar bin. My son will buy anything. I think $1 for a Charizard's cool. And he ran over to me. He's like, "Dad, it's dirty. Think we can clean it?" I said, "Yeah, I get a lot of requests for that stuff. So let's do it." I wanted my sons to join me tonight because it's summer break, but they are going with church tomorrow morning to Cedar Point, which is an amusement park here in the Midwest, and it's a fantastic one. So my boys are supposedly going to bed right now because I got to wake up at 5 a.m, but we'll see how this all goes, all right? So let's keep on rocking. Well, there's my stand, all right? So this new little magnet stand I got is cool, but it's hard to adjust, all right? So, all right, so it said I waved at somebody. Sorry if I waved at you. I don't even know what that means. I might have touched somebody's name. But we're going to put the Dennis Rodman, you guys. I'm going to have to follow up with you on that one in a little bit. I'll probably do these treatments for a couple more days. And then, if I'll show you what we land with. But that's what my Dennis Rodman card I've been working on. So this one, I've had more guys ask me about Pokemon stuff lately, and it's a great community of collectors out there, man. I'm meeting more and more Pokemon collectors, and I appreciate you guys with your gracefulness and like teaching me more about the different cards and sets. I've always looked at the materials, but now I'm just learning more about them. So what I'm gonna show you here is I've had a lot of requests about, hey, our reverse holographic card's cool to work on. And even when you can see kind of like some other stuff in there, like other textures. The only time I've had interesting, there's a lot of caveats to card care when it comes to sports cards. And I know my sports friends know all that, right? Like, how do you get sticky residue off a bricked card? Pokemon doesn't really seem to have that type of stuff. But 95% or more, I'd say, of TCG stuff is really easy to work on or work with. But there's a few that have Pokeballs or confetti or these embellishments. On my website, you guys, I have a drop down called, what do I call it? Best practices, all right? So click on that and I have the do's and don'ts. So, because the last thing I want you to do is make a mistake, man. I've done so many card projects that let me just save you the headache so you can just have fun doing it. But I thought this one would be a good one because it's a reverse holographic. It's got crap on the card. It feels like something sticky. So it should be removable, I'm thinking. this crap on the back, right? So let's just do, this would be like your basic, I don't want to say basic because it's important, but like, just if you have a stack of Pokemon cards that you're like, hey, I want to get them cleaned up before displaying them or getting them graded or whatever. This would be like kind of the standard. So I would clean the surface first, and I'm going to use the card spray for that because this stuff looks like I could wipe it away. And then if you notice, like it's a nice looking card with really cool art, but it's got like some crap in it. Like look at this was what it was living in, if that gives you any idea, right? So it just wasn't taken care of very well. And I know that I know it's not a super valuable card, but the valuable part is the lesson. So I know there's some super awesome expensive Pokemon cards that are built out of the exact same materials. So when you run into those, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so since my friend at Problem Child Collects made me this cool card table mat thingy here, like how I love this. Thank you so much for that, Brandon. So now I just put my little plate over here, and I'll use card spray to. I always just like to be able to dip into it like it's a paint. I guess that's. If any of you guys out there like to paint, that's maybe you'll find it like just comforting. It's something I've always liked to do. That's good. So Sam, thank you, Sammy. I appreciate that. Sam said the new ones have a little bit of surface texture. Polish was a little hard to get out, but it came out. If you guys are ever working with cards with a lot of textures, make sure that you always have a really good... I love that you guys say that stuff. Sam, great point. Use a real fluffy microfiber. That is really good at getting... I find that's really good at getting like card polish off of a card. And when you have like a textured card and stuff like that, it works really well. So good point, Sam. Appreciate that, man. Okay, so now we're just going to get a little card spray. Always have a penny sleeve too. You don't want to... I'll tell you some things I've done that I've made mistakes with. So there's been times where I've been focused on the cleaning side. And I don't know, maybe I just would, I used to clean cards professionally for, customers, and I would do tons. And there'd be times where, you get tired, and with this hand, there's times where I didn't have a penny sleeve here, and I was resting my hand, and I'd put like a fingernail mark into a card. And that sucks, so just remember, guys, always put a penny sleeve over here. It just kind of reminds you not to push on the card too much. And I just put card spray on it and wipe in one direction. And then I'm pretty quick to just come back in with, that's what I use a little microfiber like this for. Come in, dry it. Whatever's streaking across the front of the Charizard. I don't know if we're dealing with a scratch or what, but we're going to find out. So hang tight. Let's clean the front and the back the best we can. And I like using card polish on these too. They come out really nice. So if you've never ever worked on a Pokemon card ever before, that's step one. I want you to use the card spray to it will remove any crap on usually any junk that lands on it. Like stuff like that. Like it looks like there's a circle stuck to the card, and then there's like a streak going through it. That didn't come that way. It should come off. Well, whatever this is. Don't be afraid to use your fingernail if you have to. It was some sort of stuck on stuff. But this will help you get like oils and stuff and whatever the smears and streaks were off. But whatever this stuff is, it's not... It's weird. It's weird. It looked like an easy clean, but I'm still seeing it. What's up, you guys? Hey, thanks for everybody for just jumping in, man. I hope your Wednesday is going well. Thanks for spending some time with us here tonight. I'm trying to clean up a Charizard here that I got out of the dollar bin, but that didn't work. That is strange. So here's what I'm going to try next. I'm going to use card polish next because it might not be a substance. It might just be a light abrasion, maybe where it was getting pushed on in a hard case or something. Yeah, that didn't work totally well. All right, let's keep on going. Well, step 1. So card spray cleaned the card a bit, but there's still stuff on it. But that's where I'll just change gears. Let's try card polish. That should help us out. So this will be good for the materials. So we got like a plastic polyurethane front. And the same thing on the back. So we'll do a before and after. So there's a before. We got little spots of stuff in it still. All right. So same deal. I'm going to turn it sideways like this, and then I'm going to... Here's something else, guys, I want to remind you to do. Use your applicator to go all the way around the surface, across the front. Hey, KJ, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm going to be at the Crown Jewel show next weekend, and I'm excited to come, you guys. So next weekend, so not in a couple days, but like 10 days from now, I get to come out and see my friends and card community in New England. We're going to be at the Crown Jewel Card Show in Rhode Island. So coming to see my dear buddy Joe Burrito, even though his name's Joe Brito, we call him Joe Burrito. So Joe, I hope you're watching, and I hope you and your family are well, buddy. I can't wait to come see you next week, man, and see a bunch of other good friends that I get to talk to out there. Yeah, can't wait to see you guys. Like, I know based on my show, you probably know what my face looks like. So if you see me, come over and say hi. If you like me, you know. If you don't like me, you don't have to say hi or anything. But give me a try. I'm all right. Let's see. Hey, now that worked. Check that out, you guys. So look, I didn't do the top yet. Let's see if we can get it. It has to be the same stuff. And see, look at already. Can you see the color in that thing? Isn't that cool? That's what this is, because of my company, is where I started really enjoying TCG stuff more, because I still think it's some of the satisfying stuff to clean up. It is a great feeling to get like a vintage card and get it clean and get wrinkles and crap and stuff like that out of it. But these are just really nice. So definitely worth $1 out of the dollar bin. I have cards in my collection from $1 to many dollars, and I just really like them all for different reasons. Hey, that looks good. So my sons couldn't watch tonight. Let's see if we got it out of there all the way. Check it out. No fancy angles. It's gone. That worked great. My boys love this character, man. Charizard, everything. They love that. And Blastoise. They love Blastoise. So let's do the same thing on the back. And hey, if you guys haven't done this, I want to start each month. I want to do giveaways, just because I like companies that do giveaways, and I always think it's just fun. I think it's a cool, like, just a little sign of respect that you're paying attention to your customers, and it's just a fun thing to do. And so each month I'm going to do a giveaway on my website, which is kurtzcardcare.com, and I have a giveaway tab at the top. This first month, June, we're going to give away a card care kit. And there's nothing special to the giveaway. What I'm trying to do is just bring more awareness to my social channels. A lot of friends I know through Instagram, but I keep everything on YouTube under playlists. So if you guys enjoy these demonstrations and you want to watch more, access the ones you need quickly and easily, I have those on YouTube. So my point is, I appreciate you guys, and we're going to do fun giveaways every month. I might ask you to do some stuff for me, like, hey, send me a picture of your workstation, or tell me about some of the cards you like to work on, or things like that. It just helps me stay in touch with you guys, and I think that's crucial. And but this month is just like, I just want to see if I know how to do a giveaway. We got it set up on the website, and I have like a randomizer on my site and all the stuff for giveaways, so it's pretty cool. So I just want to basically test it out, make sure I can do it right in June, and then I'll get more involved with it. But jump in, you can enter, okay? I appreciate like CGC sports cars. That's kind of like what I do with these Wednesday nights, man. If that's, I'm just kind of working on these cards and showing you guys how to do it. If there's anything specific that you guys ever want to watch, dude, tell me. I'm here for you guys, you know what I mean? I can entertain myself, no problem, but like I want to make sure I entertain you guys and give you good information. Hell yeah. That was worth $1, wasn't it? Being able to do a demonstration like that was worth it. So that's a reverse holographic Pokemon demonstration. And even though it does have like, some more embellishments down here, it's not those ones that are like the floating Pokeballs or like the little pieces of confetti and stuff like that. So just test on a base card. But that was cool, isn't it? I like that a lot. It looks really good. So next, all right. So let me move on here, guys. And then I got another one for you guys if you want to hang out for a little bit. I don't know if there's a ton to do on this one, but I did notice the corners and stuff like that I just got this card. This was one of the ones I went out and so a friend of mine collects comic books. And he said, hey, I found these guys that are great collector buddies of mine, and they sell a lot of comic books, but they're into cards too. And so I went and met them, and they were awesome. And I got some stuff from them. So like this was, just with Willie passing yesterday. And if you guys ever watched my stuff before, I love Willie Mays. I try to work on as many cards from Willie as I can. I posted a good one this morning, guys. I posted his rookie card this morning, working on stains on the back. You know what I mean? I do like that. So CGC, did you say, or you wrote to me, invite a guest from like one of my viewers to have them on and watch them work on their cards? I like all those ideas. I wish I had like a producer where they could just press buttons and I could just like be the coach and talk about it. I'm just happy with that one. That looks good. All right. So, but yeah, I think that's a good idea. I don't know why my light just turned off. Let's turn that back on. All right. So guys, Willie Mays, I think that's a really good idea, man. Like, and you guys, thank you for, I'm getting Willie Mays out of here. I want to talk to you. Thank you guys for tagging me like on all your, excellent, card preps and card cleanups that you always show me. Like I absolutely love them. I'm just made a new folder with all your feedback in it, and so like each week I'll make like a cool like little video showcasing all the cool stuff that you guys are doing. I just it's so cool to be able to see so many guys and girls, collectors, just in general, that are into working on their cards. It's something that when I started doing this years ago, and I would talk to people about card care or saying, hey, do you ever work on your cards or clean the edges or this and that? I remember people saying to me like, are you saying cars? Like automobiles are cards? I'm like, cards. We're at a card show, or whatever. And they didn't know what I was talking about. And now it's like I get to go to card shows and people come to me like, Kurt, let me show you my phone. Let me show you this. Let me show you these things I've been doing. So I love that. So thank you guys for being into it with me. All right, so let me show you. We're gonna do Willie Mays, and these were the cool giant size. All right, so I just think that these are really cool. And if you guys like vintage cards, and you're like, some of them can get real expensive. These are really affordable. And somebody picked me up here. I don't have the date. I don't have the year on these. What are these, like 64, 65? I know somebody out there probably knows every stat, but let's take a look at it. We'll analyze it together, and we'll see if we can make any improvements on it. So let me turn this around, and this time I'm trying to try to not drop my phone. Okay, I made it. Transition. So I just got this one, so I didn't get to look at it a whole lot, but I did see, I try to get a little idea before I come on the show, but I don't try to look at it too much because I don't want to I don't want to think about it too much. I want to pretend like I just sat down at my desk and you guys are here just kind of like watching the way I just do things when I'm just sitting here by myself. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at it. Looks like we got to do a little corner love, but can you see something? Can you guys see a little chip of paint? If not, I'll put it on the microscope, but we got a little chip of paint. So when you see a little chip of paint, I don't really want to touch that corner too much. So I would prefer to probably work on it from the opposite side. Oh, we got a little bit of an edge issue. See that? All right, it's a beauty. The card's great, but when we get close, there can be little things. Let's see. Oh, I got a little bit of a... Do you see this discoloration down here in this corner? Just like a little bit of... I don't know if it's a roughed up area, but that... This is really just how I analyze what I'm looking at, guys. I'll just go around the kind of a little hit corner down there too. Yeah, so we got to do some corner and edge stuff for sure. And it's a longer card, right? So you got to be careful with these because they're so easy to hurt. This one's in great shape. Oh, Denver, you got a 6 on yours? That's a respectable grade. I think I would hope that this would be in that area. I do. All the corners have a little bit of hit. Okay, and then I'm seeing like a... Can you see Willie's chin and like his neck area? It just looks like there's I don't know, like a discoloration. So that's what I'm seeing. So what I want to do first is I want to do a little bit of corner and edge work on this card if we can. So for something like this, I'm going to need... I can put this away or out of my way. I'm going to need a couple things. I'm going to need this. Probably going to use some card spray. This is as zoomed out as I can go, guys. I'm trying my best here. So I want you to see everything I'm doing. Hey, Gary. What's up, man? Good to see you. So I want to do the edges and corners first on this one. And then we'll clean the front up. And then I'm just going to let it rest. It's a very thin card as well, guys. So I'm going to do a little bit of card spray on the detail Q-tip. Now, I want this to not be wet. I want it to be damp. That's too wet for me. I don't want to make these... Have you guys, that if you ever sent me a picture of a card you worked on and you'll get the like stain spots on the corners, I can teach you to get it out, but it's because you came in with a little bit too much moisture on it. So you just have to be real delicate. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm saying. Do you see I'm just tapping at it? So that's it. And you can see how it's taking on a little bit of moisture. Now I'm just going to barely make contact with the card tool. And I'm putting all my kind of effort is meeting up in this corner. So I'm coming down the vertical edge and the horizontal edge and then kind of going like a 90-degree through it. And that's it. That should work there, and we're going to do that to, I think all of them had a little bit of it. But this is a good card, actually, too, for a demonstration, guys, because I know the ones that are super beat up are fun, but this is how you just do final touches on a card that's really nice. And I'm working on it from the back side of the card because the front had a little touch of missing paint, and I don't really feel like touching that. I don't want to mess it up. Here's what I want us to work on right now. Let's get a good angle so we can all see that corner and then that edge. There we go. That's what I'm trying to show you. So let's see if we can fix that up. All right, now I was holding my breath. So now I just want to barely touching it. I'm just making contact. Your finger's cool too. So it's a little wet, that'll dry. But check it out. Back in shape. And do you see how I only used a little bit of card spray on this? I want to show you guys, if you just use a little bit of card spray to fix a corner like that, I'm just using a mat to dry it. You won't get a moisture spot. Just be real light. Either you use a little bit of card spray or you use a ton of it. That's pretty much how it works. It's still a little bit damp right there. But I want you to get used to using just a little amount, guys. Just a little amount. Because then it will dry right in front of you like this. And you don't have to like put it between pads or put it between plates. All that stuff's legit, but I want you guys to get good enough where you just transfer little baby touches like this of moisture and just watch it kind of get it in shape right in front of you and then be done with it. You know, it's so cool to be able to work on a vintage card like that and just be like, all right, it's dry, it's done. So I'm just looking at this under light up here. I'm trying to look at these top ones. Okay, so we cool on that? Looks good, right? And then let's look at the front. I want to see if our work on the back helped the... Hey, Denver, you can... I tell you what, you get into card prep, man, it's fun. It's I now look for cards that are always require a little TLC. So I told you guys I didn't want to touch this much. But you see how it's still in there a little bit? However, I have some good thoughts. The back of the card, we put a little bit of moisture on the back. So that tells me that the front's probably going to be just a little bit softer right now. I'm just going to use a little touch of spray. I love doing stuff like this, you guys. So thanks for hanging with me tonight. Thanks for watching this stuff. It's fun, and I enjoy doing it live. I'm a pretty private person, so I'm like always here doing this by myself. So I really look forward to these. So what I'm trying to do is look for I'm trying to transfer a little touch of moisture, and I'm not there yet. I don't want to put a big drop here. I want to put just a teeny bit there. Just like that. That's as good as I'm going to get it, guys. That little thing right there now is a chipped piece of paint. See the chip paint? But you see how the corner is now like flush and square again? I can't get the paint to grow back, but we just did that real quick. And I don't know, I'm easily amused, but I love stuff like that. So let's do, especially on a car, look at our work on the back almost made that perfect. There's still a little bit there. But this is a really good one, guys. Like, just remember, like, your cards can look really good from 10 inches away. But you get a little bit closer, you're going to start seeing little things like this. And if you just love working on them, it's a cool thing to do. Or, you know, definitely if you grade your cards. I imagine if I was a grader, I'd be staring at this stuff this exact same way. I have a penny sleeve over it. If you guys are just going, what the heck are you doing? I'm just using the that to get that corner the way I want. About the best it's going to get. We can't get that little touch of paint to grow back. But both of those had snub noses, remember? They were like hit. Both of those were hit. And little touch. But now I want to see if we can, there's like, I know that that's not supposed to be there. There's some sort of like, looks like a residue. Let's just see if I can get it off with the card polish. I still have it out. This card looks super clean. And I think that's all I should have to do to it. Let's just try and see if it works. I just want to always be aware of your non-cleaning hand. I do not want to hit these corners that we just worked on, so I'm just going to cover them up. Go back to our card polish. I want to see if we can remove that, whatever it is on his like neck area. I think there's a little bit more on the card too. Always clean your card, you guys, in one direction, because I'm very paranoid about catching one of these top corners, so I'm just going away from that area. Oh, good. We got, yes, this is good. And there's some more on his hands. Let me show you this. Look. Whatever was on his neck. I bet you it was a penny sleeve or something gross because I don't see it anymore. But I still see some, like on his knuckles, if you guys can see that right there. And then I got some buildup right there. It's minor, but I don't want it on there. So now, same deal. I'm going to wipe towards me. I don't want to go towards that corner. Peek. And I want to be real careful over this little corner here. I don't want to take off any more paint. All right. The light will tell the truth. Let's look under the light. I just want to see if we still have any junk. Looks good. This looks great. This is a way nicer shaped card than I usually buy, but I couldn't pass it up. And I just got it last week, and we were just talking with the guys, and I said, isn't it unbelievable that Willie is 92, 93 years old, man? And we were talking about it, and we were like, we were just having a cool conversation about it, what an inspiring guy this is. Like, just, you could go on, but the thing is, just a week later, he passed away. But what an awesome person. What an American this guy is, man. So appreciate you, Mr. Willie Mays, for teaching us all a lot about life and sports and competition and how to be a gentleman. That worked out awesome. So let me recap, you guys. We got the Willie Mays and looking in good shape. Charizard is nice. That turned out really, really well. It's worth $1, But remember, the takeaway, guys, is reverse holographic stuff turns out really well. Clean it up. And thanks to my son, Jake, for getting this card at the Detroit Sports Spectacular for $1 and having the wherewithal to say, hey, Dad, it's dirty. Let's do it on a card show. And then, last but not least, you guys, we did the Dennis Rodman. I'm going to leave it in here. I don't even want to open it up because I've been wrestling with that card for 4 days, so I'll show it to you soon. I'll take it out tomorrow, and you know what? Win, lose, or draw, it's like I'm just happy to show you whatever I can or can't do, because no matter what, it's good data, because you guys can take it right over to your collections and say, all right, I've seen this issue before, I know how to take care of it, or yeah, I've seen this issue before, and it's a dead end, unfortunately, but I hope that helps you guys. And thanks I'm going to look up here and the discs. These guys, I got a question about the discs. These are acrylic. And these are important. So if you guys work on cards, get some of these. I get these on Amazon. They're 6-inch diameter and they're they're 1/8 of an inch thick. All right. So that's what they are. All right. Oh, hey, I got I'm looking over here. I want to go over to my monitor here. I got Royal Oak is watching. Man, shout out to my old neighborhood. I love Royal Oak, man. That's where I used to live. And you guys, Royal Oak's a fun place in Metro Detroit. And I lived there in my 20s, and I'm thankful to be alive still. That's why I quit drinking 5 years ago, because of Royal Oak. So Royal Oak, you didn't take me out. So, but you guys, I hope you're whatever's going on, man. Whatever season you're in, I hope that today was a good day, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this show with me. And, thanks for just being great people to talk to and collect with and talk about all kinds of cool stuff with. So I hope tonight was fun, and I'm moving forward. I've heard it loud and clear. It was like, Kurt, if you're going to do a Wednesday night show, remember, we like old stuff, we like TCG stuff, and we like something from at least the last 20 years, you know what I'm saying? So I'll diversify it every Wednesday night. So we'll always do like one of each category. And even if it's something we can't get done all in one show, I'll put it like, tonight was cool. Like sometimes I'm so rigid in my mind. Like, no, they don't want to see that a card that I've been working on for 3 days. But then I'm thinking to myself, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't you? I guess I just was always like, beginning, middle, and end. So it seems weird that I'm bringing it on the middle, but hey, I think any knowledge is good knowledge. And being that you guys share with me that you love collecting and you love working on these little puzzles and making them look good again, you know, it's cool. Oh, we're going to do hockey. I bought a cool hockey card. I have a Wayne Gretzky OPG rookie in the mail that should be here tomorrow. So we're going to do a Gretzky rookie. So that's sneak peek of what's coming up. And then one of my favorite players ever, Bob Probert. And I'm working on a Gordie Howe 1963 Parkhurst right now. So I'm like a chef with like 4 plates always cooking, you know what I mean? So, but hey guys, peace and love. I appreciate you guys. Take care of yourself and better care of somebody else. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care. Later.